Everybody, please come back.
Well, the good news is you lost 2 viewers.
Yeah, exactly.
And those are the two. They're going to come back no matter what.
Yeah. Okay. Looks like we're actually back. Looks like we're okay. So yeah, just make sure everything does look good on your end. Still, of course. You see me moving right now?
Attempt 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see you moving.
Okay.
You know, Tyler, I'm going to be honest. That camera looks very similar. In the
right.
corner, I can't tell a huge difference.
Okay, well
it's
then,
wider. That's really the only thing I'm noticing.
That's fine then.
Yep.
Might be a hardware issue with the Canon because of the I don't know, this external battery that I'm using. If there's any issues with it, it hasn't failed me yet, but we'll see.
So I'm moving the menu.
Yeah.
Just so I can check for that. Not seeing anything changing on the game.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well here.
We're still just sitting on continue.
Let me again deactivate and reactivate the device.
Okay, went black, came back. Okay, yeah, we're moving now. You're good.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, and we do have game audio as well.
Good.
That was a trial.
That was a trial and error. Waiting for my 2 viewers to come back. Huh. I don't think I've been around here before. Triangulum is back.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, hello.
Interesting. So we're definitely sharper. It does look like we're dropping a frame every now and then. Is that what you're seeing on your YouTube screen? Can you tell? I don't think it's going to impact the stream or anything, but maybe we might want to split the difference next stream and set the bitrate to like 5,000 or something.
Yeah, I can see that a little.
Unless
bit.
It's just me.
No, I don't think it's just you.
Let me make a note of that. I'll actually write that down really quickly here. Trium says, so question. I noticed you changed your homepage banner, which is good, but are you having logo sizing issues?
Logo sizing issues, yeah. So about that, it's actually good that you brought that up.
I'm about to look into this. See this banner for myself.
I've never been able to set an appropriate size for a YouTube banner on the first attempt, and does it look small? I mean, that would be my question. Does it look small to you?
Looks good to me.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, the thing is, your logo is taller than it is wide, so there's only so much you can do with a ridiculously ultra wide aspect ratio.
Oh my God!
That,
you see, yeah. So okay, I can blame YouTube.
I mean, my homepage banner is literally a picture of my keyboard because I was like, nothing else goes here.
Yeah.
Tranium says, no, it's faded out. What do you mean by that exactly, Try?
Yeah, I'm wondering myself, what is that phrasing?
I'm not seeing that on my end.
Is it your Canadian desktop computer or something?
Everything's faded in Canada. No, but seriously, Troy, are you talking about like saturation or sharpness? So Tyler, you've explored a little more of this game, right?
Yes.
How does the like the giant bell in the middle? How does that work exactly? Like, is it just the moment you can use it, you can finish the game, or do you
No,
have to fight Bowser like multiple
you
times?
have to fight Bowser multiple times. I think you have to fight him at least like 9 times throughout the whole
Oh wow, okay.
4-hour gameplay.
Okay, so Triangle is saying that he says it's blurry. It feels like the logo was resized from something too small.
Well, it was resized from a 1920 by 1080 image.
Well, that's certainly big enough.
Yeah, I'll have to go look and see what
Yeah,
it.
if you throw the image at me, I can give you a banner. What's your what graphic design program do you use primarily?
It's really a hodgepodge of things. Like the
Hmm.
original logo is made in Blender, and
Hmm.
so
Oh, that's neat.
I probably, what I probably did is I probably took that screenshot of the animation and put it in like Vegas or something and resized it
Yeah.
there, and then resized it further with Microsoft Photo. Because YouTube, it's kind of arbitrary.
Yeah, it is. Triangle says, I'll send you a screenshot of what I see.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I kind of get what you mean there, Try. It's mostly good. Just the text Orange River is a little hard to read.
Sure. That's that perhaps is maybe an issue with the design of the logo itself. I've figured out over the years, you know.
We can try to sharpen it up a bit, I guess, but
Yeah.
we'll just have to see.
Yeah, I'm seeing a bunch of dropped frames actually.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You think it's worth switching back to 5,000?
Not right now.
Okay.
I don't want to end the stream a third time.
No,
A second
it's
time.
not like it's not bothering me per se,
Yeah.
but I don't think it would be ideal to stream in the future like this.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not really sure myself what functional differences there are with my setup. I can't think, you know.
It's just 1080p 60s are really hard frame rate to meet without like fiber.
Yeah.
You're running into the same issue I was with Dark Souls.
Yeah.
Maybe I need to stream Banjo Kazooie.
Okay. I can't remember how much this said it needed.
So how do your 3D world skills translate to this game?
Pretty well. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. I don't know. Of course, I guess full disclosure for everybody watching, I actually did a playthrough of this the other day in prep for this. So if I somehow perform worse than I did the other day, that's entirely my fault. But yeah, I guess I will aim for a full playthrough. I mean, I just need to remember where all the shines are and all that stuff. Triangle says cheater. Has that ever been established? Am I wrong to to have done what I have done? I don't think so.
We're gonna keep that our secret, Tyler.
Yeah.
Even though I mentioned it already.
Yeah.
How would you like it bad? I almost forgot to like the stream.
Something needs to be done about that. Okay, good. So I can actually go over here for the first time and use this.
Okay, so I know this exists, but I've never seen this. I know you turn into a giant cat.
Yeah, a Super Saiyan cat, if you will.
Yeah, you have hair, don't you? Where did they ever get that idea?
Okay.
Oh man, Nintendo got weird.
They certainly did.
Oh wow, you really do just like fuck him up.
Yeah, it took me a few times, to kind of master the kaiju mechanics. As you can see, I've already lost my power up, which happens occasionally.
Oh wow, okay. Yeah, I realized that like that tiny little loading screen when you got the power up. I think that was the Switch loading like this new map. you
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
I mean, it's the map from before, but it's tiny.
Right.
I think it's like loading a new area.
That's very possible, yeah. So, I think that's 1/3 of the battle against
Okay.
him, honestly.
It wouldn't be Mario if it wasn't in threes.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna grab a new link to this and tweet it out and post it in my community tab and everything. Do, 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 do. Plessy is integral to the plot of this game. If I'm being perfectly honest.
Did you see? Did you watch Donkey's video on this?
Yes, yes, I did.
What did he call Plessy?
I don't remember.
It was like Boingo or something. I was like, what?
We got a new chat from Springtime, I guess.
He said, "Did you see episode 8 of WandaVision?"
I did not see episodes 1 through 7 of WandaVision because so far, and you can say that this is maybe a tad unfair, but I have refused to pay for Disney Plus for years. I mean, WandaVision looks cool and all. Don't get me wrong, but I'm fine with being late on that.
It's more of a protest against Disney than a protest of that particular
yes,
project.
Definitely. Like, I haven't seen The Mandalorian. I don't really care much about Star Wars anyway.
Yeah, I've kind of gotten to the point where even if there's something that I really want to see on a streaming service, I would rather just like wait and buy the seasons on disc.
Yeah. Physical media.
It's generally I only care about like one thing per each streaming service. I'm not going to sign up for all those for that.
God, yeah. I mean, obviously Star Trek is like the big draw for, or was for CBS All Access, now Paramount Plus. Man, I'm just completely failing on getting these shards, aren't I?
Well, it sounds like you don't need all of them. Triangle says, "What's physical media?"
Well, you see, when I don't know where I was going with that, but yeah, honestly.
Well, you see, Try. Back in the day, we had these things called 8-tracks.
Mm-hmm. All right, I'm actually going to go back and try that again. Wait, hold on. There will be a pipe that leads back to where I was earlier, but I think it appears later, so that's fine.
Try says, "Back in the day."
Back in my day. Back in my day. I mean, I guess I'm one of the last, or my, birth year, my, first half of Gen Z, or among the last to remember, like, new VHS releases. Honestly.
Yeah, be proud that you're part of Gen Z. The millennials shame me.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, pretty much. Triumph says 8 tracks. Is that like a Blu-ray?
I saw some like boomer comic, that you occasionally see, and it was like, "Look, Daddy, the sky got a dark mode," and it is making fun of
What?
these kids with their dark mode on their devices or some shit. Because that's like,
I think that's just being like a super Apple fan. And you're just butthurt that you don't have dark mode yet? Because, like, how are you going to argue that a kid knows what dark mode is before they see nighttime?
Yeah, or like the one of like the kid at the library opening a book and is like, doesn't know what to do with it because it's not an iPad. It's like,
Yeah. Well, you
That-
know, there are like videos and stuff of kids being like handed magazines for the first time, and they try to like swipe on the pictures and stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm like, that's because you introduced your kids to phones before magazines.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't like that, introduce them to magazines first. I don't understand the problem.
It's perfectly natural. I mean, well,
Springtime says, "What do you think about the Canon Luna class USS Titan first seen in LD?"
yeah, so I guess somebody can remind me. Triangulum probably knows a bit about this. Yeah, were there substantial changes between the Titan seen in Lower Decks and the Titan as featured in like the novels? Because hasn't it always been Luna class? Like I actually don't know. Triangulum is probably thinking I need to get more familiar with my Starship classes. If I call myself a real fan, you know. This is one of the easiest bosses in the entire franchise.
Okay,
I mean, in
It's
my
Boom
experience,
Boom.
it's Boom Boom.
it's boom boom.
You're so clever. I actually like the integration of the Titan in Lower Decks. I'm wondering if Season 2 is going to be spent partly on the Titan, although I don't imagine it would be cheap to get Jonathan Frakes and Marina Sirtis to, you know, lend their voice for an entire season. But still.
Triangulum says, "No, Sean, who designed it, simply made minor changes, and Mike made it canon. And
Oh, yeah.
yes, I'm ashamed to know you."
Okay. Well, seeing as I've only seen the Lower Decks finale once when it came out, and I wasn't. Is it a sin to say that I was not paying the closest attention to the differences between the Lower Decks Titan and the novel Titan?
Spring says, "I remember seeing the ad for the design, the USS Titan in the novel."
Oh yeah, man, those novels are something else. Like, I'm actually reading "Watching the Clock" right now by Christopher Bennett, and it's so good. I'm kind of glad that they did not make all of the events in them canon, because, you know, I think that would be kind of limiting, to be perfectly honest. But
What in the world was that?
what that leap?
Yeah, the weird antenna thing. I swear, the Mario universe has like 47 different pieces of machinery designed to launch Mario from one place to another.
Yeah.
Triangulum says, "It's a huge sin that you weren't paying attention. What kind of Trekkie are you?"
I knew it. I told you. Every time I get on this stream, you guys cancel me, or I cancel myself. This cancel culture.
And Springtime says it doesn't seem to have a captain's yacht.
Oh yeah, that we've seen yet. I guess at the very least. The captain's yacht was a very interesting. They took it to a literal extreme in Generations, I suppose. I saw somebody make an argument that Will Riker, or was it Riker or whoever? Yeah, I guess telling Worf to walk the plank led to the destruction of the Enterprise D through the butterfly effect, or just a chain of causality.
Damn, Plessy, just breaking all the shit. Like, maybe I wanted some coins out of there.
Yeah.
Springtime says it also doesn't have a forward griefing lounge in front of the bridge, at least on the animated version.
Oh yeah.
And then Triangulum adds that you are motherfucking canceled.
Motherfucking canceled. Okay. Actually, let's see. What portions of the map have I not explored yet? I need to go over there.
The world in this game is absolutely huge.
It is. It's unbelievable. Like quite literally.
Mm-hmm. That is running on the Switch. I'm absolutely fascinated. They're definitely doing some like tricks to disguise loading, but it's working.
Yeah.
So how do you know how many shines you need before you can use the bell again?
Right here, it's telling me 15.
Oh, it tells. Okay.
Yeah. It actually was missing it the first time. That was easy. Oh shit. Okay.
Does that give you flashbacks to the penguin in Super Mario 64? Dramatic flashbacks?
Yeah, traumatic flashbacks indeed. I actually need to look for those. There's like steel blocks that Bowser can open.
Oh,
with
I love the
his-
propeller blocks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Like, you kind of have to have a plan for when he returns.
Yeah. Exactly. Does it look like I had one?
Springtime says, Springtime says, do you want to see a reimagined incorporating new space technology version of the DY100 class?
Ooh.
And then 6 question marks.
6 question marks. A very supremely
He's very excited about that.
supremely important question. The answer is yes, actually. The DY100 is one of the most interesting aspects of Space Seed, I think. It's funny because just today I was actually looking around on some, threads online about what would people want to see in a Star Trek reboot, which is a video that I want to make. Not that I really care, because I do care about canon, and I think that it's a good thing that they've maintained consistency for 50 plus years, but in a purely hypothetical scenario, what should be in a Star Trek reboot, that's something that I think would be interesting. So pertaining to your specific question about the DY100, like, we need more explanation as to why why should I believe that this is something that 1990s technology was capable of producing? I'm always bad with those coins, those blue coins.
It does not look easy.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you jumping is what's turning the platforms.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
also dislike that.
Triangulum says, DY100 class, LOL, why would anyone want to see that?
I saw a theory, a fan theory connecting the episode of Deep Space Nine. Actually, I don't know if it was a fan theory. It's actually, I think it's one of the novels that does this, connecting the Deep Space Nine episode where Quark and Rom are the Roswell aliens that accidentally travel back in time. With connecting that with the guy in Star Trek 4 that invented the transparent aluminum, and connecting all that with the DY100 and the eugenics wars and Khan and all that. So
I think those coins, I think you're going to have to drop the propeller block if you want to do those coins. It may be
Probably.
interfering more than it's helping.
yeah, I'm actually kind of wanting to. I think I'm just gonna go to some of the other islands.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Because like this is a waste of time.
For one shine.
Exactly.
That's a good point though. I also
And
care
Gary
a lot
Seven,
about
yeah.
canon and what is exactly defined as canon, staying true to canon, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's something that maybe you don't really you don't play yourself up to being a like crusader of what's canon as much as maybe you deserve to.
What you're talking
without
about?
giving
Me?
too much away. Yeah, you.
Oh yeah.
Without giving too much away, Tyler tossed a script idea for a Mario video my way, and then we had a very long back and forth discussion on what is canon and what is not canon, and staying true to canon, and as not to offend Mario fans.
Yeah, and I think for good reason.
And that's not a Mario exclusive thing either. Like you're that way with everything.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think it is supremely important. I actually did not know a lot of the information that you were telling me the other night, so I'm glad you brought that up because I think that's only going to help my case, as you were saying.
Yeah.
But yeah, Mario Theory video perhaps incoming.
Dragos says Ty hates canon.
Lies and slander.
After everything we just said, it's like, nah, it's bullshit. Oh god.
Huh. Actually, I don't remember that being there.
I was about to suggest you wall kick and throw Cappy.
Dude, I cannot tell you how many times I have like, man, how come I can't throw Cappy?
Now Dragom says, if only Tyler had the same respect for Trek canon.
We're gonna have to have another conversation, aren't we?
We're gonna have to have a long conversation.
Damn it, I don't remember how I got a few of those shines.
I think you gotta keep going.
Yeah.
Jeez, this is kind of annoying.
Yeah. Oh, Lord. Okay. Well,
Oh no.
yeah. Let's try that again. Wait a second. There's one right there. Okay, good.
Try says I'm penciling you into my paper calendar.
See.
That's so funny. Try. Me and my dad had a conversation yesterday. He ordered something and it came with like a standard paper calendar in it with like pictures of landscapes and waterfalls and stuff like that. And he took it out and he was like, "Who gives a shit about these things anymore?"
I mean, yeah. My dad's favorite calendars are ones with like lighthouses and Lighthouse 2019 stuff like that. Okay, this wall was not there.
You might as well just jump over to the middle there. I think you can make it.
Okay. Here, I'm just climbing this shit right here.
Honestly.
Okay.
Oh wow, they make it just enough, don't they?
Yeah, they certainly do.
Yep. Springtime says, "What if TOS was just a fever dream of Captain Picard as a drunk cadet?"
I think the alternative.
There's a ceiling.
Yeah, I think some of the alternative theories about TOS as it's not exactly what it seems to be. I kind of think those theories are not like far-fetched and should be kind of respected. There I am, again, disrespecting canon, even though we've just had the long conversation that we just had.
Well, that's a little different though.
Yeah.
That doesn't invalidate anything. It's still true in the universe. It's just the universe now takes place inside a person's mind. I think that's a little different.
Yeah, I the Tommy Westfeld version of events. Yeah. Okay, so I guess I don't have to fight him right now. He's retreating. Fascinating.
Triangle says, "My paper calendar is 1950s girls with no clothes." Try. I'm sure when you say that, what you mean is women born in 1950 but photos taken today. Is that what you were getting at? I'm sure that's what you meant.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna get that last shard because that'll give me 15 for when he's back around. But what I was saying is that so I do not subscribe to the visual literalism interpretation. So I do not think that the real Enterprise bridge looks like a 1960s TV soundstage. I think it.
Yes, I agree with that.
I mean, like what it literally looks like in universe is closer to what Strange New Worlds is going to offer us. I think because we have 21st century technology.
At a certain point, you have to be like, look, we're limited by the reality of producing.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean,
it's
just
not necessarily true to the vision.
Just accept that it was a TV show that was made in the 1960s, and it was an interpretation, a visual interpretation of those events.
And I think that also carries to Star Trek Continues as well, because like a project like that is meant to, you know, build from what you know from the original. It's not meant to define something new necessarily.
Gene, all right, yeah, can you read that real quick?
Well, there's a lot. Okay. First of all, Try wants to know if I'm in his head, and then he says GILFs. And then he says it most certainly does. OMG, I can't believe the disrespect here. And then Springtime says Gene Roddenberry was originally planning to remake TOS episodes in The Next Generation and basically replacing it with The Next Generation and the movies.
Yeah, so yeah, Phase 2 was of course the original plan for that, which became the motion picture. And oh man, I got that on the first try, didn't I?
So Tyler, what's your opinion of Star Trek: The Motion Picture?
Ooh, yeah. So I watch it.
Apparently, it's a controversial opinion.
Yeah.
Not yours, but just
yeah.
having an opinion on that movie is apparently a controversial.
Yeah, I watch it once every few years, and so I don't remember every single little detail. I think it was, you know, brilliant in a lot of ways. I think that the conclusion, the third act and the conclusion are some of the best sci-fi of the 20th century, in film especially. You know, it borrows a lot visually from 2001: A Space Odyssey, which is both good and bad, I think.
I was going to say that as well.
2001: A Space Odyssey is. I also made a video about that a few years ago. But you know, like I said, there's, you know, positives and negatives about that. But I think a lot of what it introduces, like the one thing, like the ship design. I mean, the refit, the way that they upgraded the model for the film, stunning. And somebody made this point that I was looking at today. Literally, the models of the Enterprise and all the ships from the original series movies look real even today. You know, like they look. There's nothing wrong with them. Even the even the J.J. Abrams Enterprise doesn't look as good.
That's an opinion that I have that I think not a lot of people share. Things like, you know, like Star Trek: A New Hope and like stuff like that, like really early sci-fi. The fact that they used models allowed it to age more gracefully.
Yeah.
Than 90s era sci-fi and stuff that use just cutting edge, you know, bleeding computer generated stuff that today just looks like laughably bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, you watch some of the stuff from the 60s and 70s, you're like, man, that looks good. Yeah, it's because it was physical.
There's even like you can tell if you watch Deep Space Nine and Voyager. I guess was the USS Voyager was always CGI, I guess. because it started in '95, but like you can see the switch in the Next Generation era TV shows between the physical models and the oh, that star just went away, I guess. And the CG models.
Damn it, Brian. Are you seeing what he's doing in chat right now?
I can't look. No.
First of all, he wants to know, have you finally been watching my videos?
Yes, try.
Then he says, rolls eyes over and over again. Stop living in the past.
Is he talking about the models discussion?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, well, I'm sorry you just have the wrong opinion on that.
Springtime says Gene had no respect for canon in Star Trek.
Well, yeah, so I actually think there's a grain of truth in that because he literally, was open to changing lore during the Next Generation. I mean, he said this himself. He said if something is different in the Next Generation, it overrides what was in the original series. And even though the man is no longer alive, on that, I feel comfortable deferring to his judgment because he was alive when that was being produced. God. Stay still, motherfucker. Okay. Now time to get away for a second. Yeah, and I think a lot of the decision... Well, of course, he also said some things about canon that were not, particularly, like, useful or correct by today's standards. One of those being that he kind of disowned the animated series after it was produced. He disowned Star Trek V, which I do agree with, the Shatner-directed film. What does God need with a starship? And so yeah, the animated series is actually very like foundational. Triangulum made a video about this actually, which I think is I think the arguments that he presented are very very good. But like, yeah. So.
Triangulum says that he's actually good friends with the CGI artist for season 4 of Voyager.
I didn't mean to disrespect the artist. I'm just talking about how, just especially in film, the models are timeless, and the model work is damn near perfect. He
just rolls eyes again. Here we go.
If we're gonna collaborate and have a running show together, my friend, we're gonna have to start accepting each other's opinions. Okay, 20. So I'm 3 away. Man, I'm actually making boss progress.
Oh, you're absolutely blasting through this thing.
Holy shit!
How many shines are in Bowser's Fury? Do you know?
In total, I have no idea. I need 50 to fight him the final time. So I am
maybe
what, about a third, almost halfway through. So I'm actually trying to figure out where to go now. Okay.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying this world. Springtime says, have you seen Triangulum's love letter to Star Trek V?
I guess not. I've watched many of Triangulum's Starship videos. Ooh, I didn't see this before. Plessy, where are you? Where are you, girl? When I need you.
Need a whistle. Here, Boingo. Here, girl.
God, I swear. Man, I have not watched enough of that man's game reviews.
Springtime says Star Trek V was a masterpiece of art.
It was a film. Yeah. I do like a lot of the political, stuff that they do in it with like Nimbus 3 and everything. It's very meme worthy. I'll give you that. But I mean, I think good fans should recognize, when our films in our favorite franchise are subpar, to put it one way.
Triangulum says, if art equals poop, or Andrew's Count Chocula video.
Well, that will be. I mean, I feel like you would probably be inclined to agree with that description. I don't know how you. I know you said Old Blood is not your best work anymore.
Yeah, it never was.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, Triangulum and Springtime, I challenge you to go watch my literally award-winning short film Last Hope on my side channel Augustus Clearwater. You can watch the remastered version from 2017 if you want, but it was actually done as a demo reel for this art school that I was applying to in 12th grade, and oh damn, I lost the propeller. And it's sci-fi. It's science fiction, but it won best cinematography at a indie.
Says nobody got time for that. In the middle of you describing it. Jesus Christ. Traylon says, I'm trying to figure out how to stream still. Yeah, you and me both, bud.
Like I said, happy to provide any assistance, even though clearly I'm not an expert, as you saw today.
Well,
that's just
technical.
That's just technical
error.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're about to get the bit rate sort of sorted.
Yeah.
Springtime says, what was William Shatner on when he was making Star Trek 5?
Well, what was anybody on in the 1980s? Is the
You'll have to
appropriate question.
You'll have to remind me, which film was the fifth one?
That one.
Whoa.
It was so Spock has a half brother named Cybok, and he.
Okay, I already got you. Yep, that's enough.
What does
I already know what you're talking
What
about.
does God need with a starship? Saw somebody reviewing that film, and they were like, "What does God need with this movie?"
Was that person try?
No, it was Trexpertise, who I also take some inspiration from.
Springtime says, are you going to do a drunk and on drugs live reaction stream for the premiere of Section 31 with Triangulum?
Man,
drunk and on drugs.
Drunk
That's
and
gonna be a stream.
Drunk and
Crossfade stream.
So, has that been given a release date yet? Section 31? Because I literally don't know. Oh, I don't think I've been here before. In development, okay.
Man, you see your chat way before I do.
Oh, really?
That was about 30 seconds there.
Oh, oof.
I'm probably getting the like filtered chats, you know?
Yeah,
Every time
we need
somebody-
to. Okay, I tried to do something about that because I know we were talking about that. Like, it's not showing everything that's actually being said, which I don't like.
Right. I think it's because I'm mostly here as a viewer. Like, I can mod, but I'm not in like the studio. You know what I mean?
I see.
So
Yeah.
it's what it is.
Well, yeah. If there were, yeah.
I bet every time somebody makes a chat, it's running through YouTube's like, is it controversial algorithm before
Yeah.
it gets to me.
We don't want any comments that have the word ass in them on this Christian Minecraft server.
Try wants to know the most funny Voyager episode.
Threshold. Is there any other correct answer? I do like the episode with Dwayne The Rock Johnson in it.
The Rock is in Star Trek.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Try says, I guess that means everything I say is controversial then.
Are you seeing any?
Too obvious.
Too obvious. I'm rusty on Voyager. I haven't watched it in a long time.
Springtime says it's the warp 10 captain gets pregnant and abandons her kids episode, or the darkest episode.
Yeah, the one that a lot of people try to forget, but Lower Decks actually reaffirmed its canon. I mean, it's so bad. It's awful. But yeah, I can tell you a lot of good episodes. I mean, Year of Hell is a go-to one. Yeah.
Try says it's twisted for me. Every time I hear Kess's quarters in that episode, I bust a gut.
Yeah, like I said, it's been a while. There are a lot of laughably bad Deep Space Nine episodes, and that's my favorite series in the entire franchise. There's a lot of laughably bad Next Generation and original series episodes too. By the way, I actually kind of want to get people's opinion on this. So the original series episode and The Children Shall Lead, which was a late season 3 episode. So season 3 is already regarded as being kind of weaker because they had their budget cut and everything. And The Children Shall Lead, I just remember watching that for the first time and I'm like, well, this sucked. It was the second original series episode that I remember that had like a planet that was nothing but kids or teenagers left behind. The other one, Miri, is much better. But
Trianum says hate it.
okay, good. So I'm actually I'm not off the mark with that one. Good.
It's so like you really see it from another perspective when you think about it as a production, and especially with like our experience working in like similar kinds of stuff, Tyler, where you realize that this is something that maybe they had to make an episode, weekly or whatever. Maybe they had to get so many episodes done in so short a time, and somebody gets sick, or like some hardware breaks, or someone doesn't show up, or someone gets in an accident, or who knows what. And I just think sometimes like, which one of these episodes was made entirely in like 8 hours? Or which one of these episodes had their script rewritten entirely in the last minute?
Yeah.
You never really know what the story is around stuff like that.
Oh man, that is such a true statement. It reminds me of the conversation that we had, like, kind of reviews being kind of passé perhaps on YouTube in a way, and also like if you criticize something that you didn't write, your criticism can only go so far because like you weren't there, like you didn't produce that, so.
Tranium says it's actually Harlan Ellison's fault, and then Springtime says, "Behold, Anthony, Admiral Janeway."
Okay.
Try says, in September of '68, he won a script for his episode of City on the Edge, and he tore Trek a new one in his acceptance speech.
Oh, really? That's interesting.
Then, as a result, a bunch of the solid writers of Trek backed away from Star Trek season 3.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, it's still a business at the end of the day.
Yeah, Star Trek has had a multitude of very talented, award-winning sci-fi writers, like authors and everything, working on their productions. So, the fact that we were able to get what we got is good.
Yeah.
Ooh, there's a key. Okay, I can use that. I think I might have to lose the propeller again.
Where do you use the key? I haven't seen a door or anything.
So the key goes to... If I could just friggin' get there. The key goes to... how do I get rid of this propeller?
Beats me.
Yeah.
It says something about using Y. Do you think you can pick it up
Okay,
and just
there we go.
drop it?
Yeah. So I have to take it back to this cage, and I have to make sure I don't fall in the water when I do so. So right there. Like that. So, yeah, I need to figure out what path I need to come back down.
Springtime says Gene originally only wanted 8 to 12 episodes for season 1 of The Next Generation.
Man, wouldn't that have been better?
How many were there?
26. Or, well, I don't know about the first season, but 26 is the number of episodes. And, dude, can you imagine, like, literally that... even with the weak labor protections that we have, in the United States, they were definitely pushing that, like, an 8 or 9 day turnaround per episode. No wonder there's so many bad scripts that got produced. My God.
I mean, you and I know how long it takes to write, something you're really proud of.
Yeah.
Triangulum says that's a myth, but he definitely wanted that for phase 2.
Oh yeah, well, that would have been good as well. Okay, I guess.
Yeah, I think about one of my favorite series, and they're always short.
Yeah,
less is more.
Less is definitely more. Oh, good.
Can you use the raccoon tail while you're holding the key?
Oh yeah, I guess I could do that. But yeah, 26 episodes per season. Not only is that like stretching what is, reasonable in terms of like labor conditions, as I just mentioned, but story-wise, I think you're absolutely right that you can do so much more with just, a shorter story line, shorter season.
Springtime says, to be honest, season 1 of The Next Generation was pretty much phase 2, only with 24 episodes and made in the 80s.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, that really is true. And in fact, the fan series Star Trek New Voyages, which I have not seen, actually produced a lot of phase 2 scripts, including one that actually did end up getting used for The Next Generation, The Child, which is one of the episodes. Well, I don't know if there are multiple ones, but at least one of the episodes where Deanna was impregnated against her will. Gene. Although, in fairness, there actually was an episode of Enterprise that was like that, where Trip Tucker, the same thing happened to him, so that was a good subversion. All right.
Tatum says, you know what episode of The Next Generation I hate? The outrageous Akona. I started this Who's sarcastic tweet with Mike Buchanan about it, and now they announced Akona is back in Prodigy.
Oh, really? Man, can we talk about Prodigy for a second? I don't want to... I do not want to be one of those people that judges something before it's come out, but man, that's going to take some getting used to. I don't know if Andrew, you probably have not seen any promotional materials for it, but Janeway is supposedly in it, but of course, it's another animated series, a Nickelodeon animated series.
Okay, I have heard you talking about this.
And
that doesn't bode well.
No, the promotional image does not look promising, if I can be so bold. Yeah, I mean, literally, you could like Google it, and I think you would know exactly what I'm talking about.
I mean, you have lots of reasons to not like Viacom, but I'm just especially bitter towards Nickelodeon because of what they did to my my beloved Invader Zim.
Yeah. Triangulum says Star Wars prodigy. Yeah, I mean, that's basically, people complain about the J.J. Abrams films being like Star Wars. Those are pure Trek compared to, at least visually, compared to this.
Triangulum, I love Invader Zim.
Invader Zim is
a genius. That man is an artist.
Invader Zim is so good.
Josh says, "Marry me."
Okay, I actually figured out I can fight him in this form without taking damage as long as I do not touch the shell. That I learned that the hard way, but it makes sense.
Is it okay to be in like the oil?
Only when I'm in kaiju form.
Okay, cool. Trium says, "No, really, marry me. Huge benefits." Well, we're talking about something about being a sugar daddy, or I'm not sure what that was exactly on Twitter.
Springtime says it's probably going to be for kids and not going to be like Star Wars Clone Wars or Star Wars Rebels. Probably, yeah. And, hey, like...
yeah, that's probably true.
Is that a big problem? Not really. Just don't expect... Go ahead.
There sure is very little other sci-fi content available for kids.
Yeah. Just say that. Yeah, just understand, that obviously, like, kids will be the audience for this, so, which is fine.
Trianum says, "Well, I am older than you, young buck." Trianum, time is a construct. Try says, "I actually think it's great they're doing this for kids."
Yeah, no, I mean, don't get me wrong. I think objectively speaking, it is, a good move,
Triangulum says, "And I've got cash," and he said it twice.
He certainly does, I guess.
I actually think I'd really enjoy streaming Banjo-Kazooie with you, Tyler. It's very much in this vein of a kind of game, sort of like open, and you just kind of collect different parts from different little mini games and mini puzzles and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
The only issue is it was originally released on the N64, So that game is like 240p or something, but it's 3D. So you can't like upscale it well. I'll have to like look into it and see if there's maybe like some kind of HD texture mod, or if I can do something to upscale it, because it's going to need all the help it can get.
Mm-hmm.
Trainum says, also hate that Next Generation episode where Data starts to dream. You're the bird, Data.
Oh yeah, I guess I don't particularly recall that one off the top of my head. There was a lot that was experimental, shall we say, with what they did in the Next Generation that was probably didn't work out and was never brought up, perhaps for the best.
Springtime says, Star Trek Lower Decks could be like Clone Wars or Rebels just for adults, or a future animated series.
Yeah, I think what Lower Decks, the approach that it took, where it was it was kind of like TV-14 in a way, even though I don't think it had like an actual rating like that, but it worked well for what it was, I think.
The problem with that for me is that Lower Decks is a comedy, right?
Yeah.
There's basically zero comedy that I actually enjoy. What I liked about Clone Wars is that, yeah, it was for kids, but it was a drama.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know I would appreciate that.
Well, my main problem with Lower Decks...
I guess what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
I wouldn't like that.
My main problem with Lower Decks was that the first half of the season was just a bunch of references, on top of the other. Like, hey, this is a Star Trek show. Khan existed. The Prime Directive. Starfleet. It's like, okay, can I get like a story? But the second half of the season was actually like, they actually matured and actually did something creative with it, so. I just broke Triangulum's brain again.
Apparently. Triangulum has a question for me. He says, what's my favorite Trek episode? To be honest with you, Tri, I haven't seen enough Star Trek to know the episodes by name, but I can tell you it's not Trouble with Triples.
Oh, really? You don't like Trouble with Triples?
I wouldn't say I don't like it. It's what it is.
Oh, yeah.
It's too iconic to hate, but it's not a good episode.
I like the Deep Space Nine episode that served as a sequel to it, even though it, may or may not be the best episode of Deep Space Nine in and of itself. But
that episode was, the studio had a bunch of fuzzy things that day, and they were like, "Can we work into an episode?"
Just like the fourth episode of Star Trek Continues. Hey, we have access to Civil War uniforms. Let's do something with that.
Exactly. Triangulum says, how can we marry if you don't like Trek? I didn't say I don't like Trek. I just don't get paid to watch it.
Yeah.
Springtime says they should have done a disco episode of Star Trek The Next Generation on a disco planet, but they'd probably get raided by the DEA.
I thought you were actually going for disco as the abbreviation of Discovery. The episode that Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson was in, of Voyager, it was a planet that had such intense time dilation that Voyager was orbiting in the sky, and it became like a celestial object that was revered in the planet's culture. And Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson played a background character who is a wrestler.
Of course.
So that was whimsical.
I just don't know what to say now, man. Well, Try. The thing is, it's about like me asking you what your favorite boss in the Soul series is.
Yeah, can you tell us what that is, Triangulum? Because I couldn't. And I watched him play the game for 6 hours.
Mm-hmm. That was a long stream.
Jesus Christ.
If I hadn't fought so many times, it would have been shorter. Goddamn Beta Chaos, man. Oh, fuck that thing.
Wait, I'm not backtracking. Yeah, I'm backtracking. Okay. We don't want to do that.
Try says, sorry you cut out. What did you say? I don't know if that's a genuine question or not. I said, what's your favorite boss of the Soul series? Because that's what essentially my channel's about.
Uh-huh.
Although I'm hoping to move away from that soon.
Yeah, I know you
Known
are.
as a YouTuber, but I want to be known more as like a, you know, I don't know, like teaching you cool things about stuff you didn't know you could do, basically. Like I'd love to go back and do some more classic games, just because I think it's more impressive whenever you show something that's, you know, like recently discovered in a game that's like 20 years old or whatever.
Yeah, that makes for great content for sure. Ah, damn it, I missed it. Here I am chasing these damn rabbits again. God, this map is so big and the world is so gorgeous, man, I swear.
Yeah, not to say that Odyssey was bad, but
Right.
It is a difference, isn't it?
Oh, it sure is. Yeah, Odyssey, I've seen some people say, like, the thing about it, and of course, I don't know if really, you know, that may be true here too, but like, when you're done collecting all the moons, like, what else is there to do? I mean, other than buy all of the outfits, and that only has limited appeal, I would say. Last minute. I'm trying to figure out where is the best place to pick up. Ah, not this again.
Oh God.
Right.
I thought it was gonna be it when you got the end there. Oh man, there's a lot of them.
I should have had my the boomerang thing activated.
Maybe. You're doing okay though. Where's the gi emoji?
Ah, that's the hey, perfect. That's the next one I need to make.
Springtime says, Triangulum, all I know is that you're clearly trying to escape Canada so you can live in America for some reason. Remember, we have a lot of furries here. That's an excellent point, Springtime. That is an excellent point. Agree wholeheartedly. Make sure you know what you're getting yourself into. Triangulum says, what? No.
That is one of the biggest drawbacks, yes. Yeah, yeah, certainly. Okay, I guess I'll go to the unexplored sections. I just, when I did my run through the other day, I realized that I have to come back to pretty much everywhere that I've been to get like some more of the. I'm looking for the little Plessy gate that I started, but I accidentally.
Right. Yeah.
Oh well, I'll come back to it.
Tranum says, if you boys could be a furry, what furry would you be? I don't think I feel comfortable answering that question.
Yeah.
That's just one of those that, like, no answer is a good answer.
Right, right. Anything you say, canon will be used against you in the court of public opinion.
Tranum says, I'm picking flamingo.
Okay. Oh shit, I didn't see this. Well, okay, I can't go there now because the tar will actually hurt me if I'm in this form. So I'm gonna have to come back to that.
You have to fight Bowser again, don't you?
Yeah, I need 40 for the Gigabyte.
Oh, wow.
So
Is it that fighting Bowser removes the oil, or is it lighting lighthouses?
both.
Okay.
Well, mainly fighting Bowser.
Tranum says, well, now don't I feel stupid for answering? You set yourself up, man. What can I say? You played yourself.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Oh, this looks fun and easy.
Hell yeah.
Because plus he's so easy to control.
Oh my god, exact. Oh, damn it. Okay. I didn't fall off this time, but I got interrupted by Bowser activating.
Oh, yeah. Not ideal.
What the hell? I just wanted to ride my dinosaur. Okay, yeah.
Well done.
Good. Well, okay. Now only 14 more. Only 14 more until I am 4/5 of the way there.
Oh, so getting a shine puts Bowser away.
Yes.
Okay. I was just thinking that was random, but I see the connection now.
Yeah, it's random if you don't like get a shine, but if you do get a shine. All right, what else is there to do here? I really would rather not. The coin thing on this winter island is so hard. It's so difficult. So I'm gonna just not waste time on that. Okay. I can't find all the shards for this one. There's the third one and the fifth one. Well, but, huh? That's strange.
Trying to cheat the system, Tyler.
Well, no worry. I'll just go in the side entrance here.
I feel like there should be some kind of interaction with Cat Mario in the water.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like getting in the water kills your cat suit, or he has some kind of weird animation for not liking swimming or something like that.
I was actually thinking the same thing myself. Yeah, purely from a self-interest perspective, I'm glad that it doesn't do that. All right. Seriously though, where are these other shards? I've already got that one. Who said I? Okay, I was gonna say who said I have to fight Boom Boom again? Oh wait, that's the different. I actually did not fight her on my first attempt, so I didn't even come back here. The second easiest boss in the entire game.
This is the character that they made up for Mario Party, right? I think this is the first like game she's actually in.
Well, I mean, other than 3D World itself,
Oh, was she in 3D World?
yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Yeah, all I know is I bought Super Mario Party, and people are like, "What? What? The, is this like Boom Boom's sister, or like what the?" Fuck?
Yeah, exactly.
Springtime says Triangulum should be a Canadian goose.
A Canadian goose. Yeah.
Still on the topic, apparently.
We're still on the furry topic.
Triangulum says, "Now I'm just hung. Just made the stream rated R." You know, you mentioned like, "What are you drunk?" earlier, Triangulum. I think you are.
Shit.
Come clean, man. What have you had tonight? Springtime says, "It's okay, Triangulum. You'll be safe in Alaska. We're nice." How do you get that shard in the middle of a
Using
gap
this
like that?
spring thing, apparently.
God.
I just don't know where the other one is. Oh, God.
Triangulum says he's drunk on love. Okay.
Wait a second. I actually missed it. You gotta be
Did you
shit.
see it? Oh.
No, I know where it is. I was saying like I missed. I went over it.
Oh, it's under the platform.
Oh, damn.
Like, go back in the water.
There it is.
It's on
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So then now I need to get the other one that was in the air.
That was very well hidden. I'm gonna refresh my stream because that delay is ridiculous. Triangulum says, "Who needs to drink when you have a stream like this?"
Man, that's what I'm saying.
You know, when me and Tyler we decided to stream tonight, our first thought was, you know, this is going to be a great piece of therapy for alcoholics.
Exactly. In fact, that's my goal with every stream, to be honest. All right. Where have I not been? Over here. I see I can't warp anywhere yet. That function opens after you finish the story, as far as I can tell.
What's your reward for getting all the shines? Is there one?
There could be, because after you finish the story, like you need, like so you need 50 to finish off Bowser, and then you just collect the rest. And I haven't done that yet, so I don't know. Holy Mother of God.
Springtime says, remember, weed is legal in Canada and Alaska. Yeah, it's illegal in Tennessee, and yet I still think we're the largest state producer in the country.
Yeah. Okay, I did not get there in time.
Actually, it may not be true now since Colorado. I bet there's a lot of farms in Colorado.
Yeah.
It was true when weed was illegal federally. Trainum says, my goal is to tease the fuck out of you boys, because in reality, I think you two are pretty awesome and talented.
I never doubted that, my friend. Oh, cool. It gave me a trampoline. Cool. All right, so that's, yeah, that'll put him away for now. Plessy, take me to another island, please.
Actually, I do have an answer for you. Try. If I was a furry, I would be Raccoon Mario. There have been many great Mario games, but I still think Mario 3 is the best. Which is, I read in an interview maybe a couple months ago that Miyamoto says he's like mostly disappointed with Mario 3, and he says it's his weakest game. So should like development time in there, and I'm like, you are the creator, and your opinion is wrong.
Yeah, yeah.
That's your magnum opus.
That's often how it goes with, you know, the way things are received. I mean, I can understand, you know, where anybody's coming from, you know, if they say that they're dissatisfied with something, but yeah, I mean, of course, I still have yet to play Mario 3 myself. But, yeah.
Springtime says, just remember that Biden is probably going to ban furries. Good.
Joe Biden is going to take away your masculinity.
He's going to take away your masculinity. And he's going to take away your fursuits. How could we play this game and not talk about furries? Just look at Mario. God damn it.
You know, I mean, honestly, yeah, you're absolutely right.
Triangle says Raccoon Mario will always be welcome at my place. I don't need cat bombs. They're fine just being bombs.
Yeah. I mean, everything apparently is a cat in this world, and I don't think it's necessary, especially the piranha plants. I mean, that doesn't make any sense. The bird.
I actually hate that as the other animals, like bird cats. I have a bigger problem with than plant cats for whatever.
Yeah. The bird cats is really the first thing that bothered me about this game.
I think that's your first step.
It is. It may be the first of many in this section. This is like the most dangerous section, obviously, because of the
there's
lava.
Like the one-shot deaths.
Yeah.
Triumph says, "I love all the cats."
Somebody's got to. Sometimes Bowser Jr. does get in the way.
I do kind of like the like hesitant partnership that happens in this game.
Yeah, definitely. It's helpful for sure.
In
Most of the time.
Paper Mario, Thousand Year Door, the GameCube one, Mario and Bowser team up in that game as well.
Oh, that's good. The alliance, the pseudo alliance in the Origami King was also kind of neat.
Yeah, I'd really love to watch you do a playthrough of Thousand Year Door at some point. The only, I mean, you'd love the game. It's definitely got you written all over it. The only issue is the length, man. It's insanely long. Like, you're talking hundreds of hours just to get through the story.
Oh, Lord. No, I would be totally interested in doing that. For real.
If we were to do it for YouTube, it would have to be a series because it's just too much.
Yeah. Oh, Lord. I mean...
I don't even know what you did there. Did you get, like, crushed?
No, I guess I just hit the lava at the wrong angle. So now I have to start all the way over again. I will only do this so many times before I move on in the interest of moving on, you know. But okay, we're 10 away. That's not bad. 10 away from being 4/5 of the way through the game.
Trainum says, "The tweets I'm gonna send after this stream, boy, I tell you,
I bet.
you got some opinions."
Telling you, man.
Springtime says, Springtime says, "Ty, you're probably gonna get drafted into the army to fight the furry wars on behalf of War Master Biden."
The furry wars. I guess you can only have 5 items, 5 of each item at one time.
Josh says, "And you think I'm the one who's drunk?" Not try. All I'm saying is, if you got something, share with the rest of the class. That's all I'm saying. That's my whole point. I mean, look, man, I'm a Tennessean, but, you know, I don't discriminate. You Canadians make good whiskey.
Oh, great. So there's some blocks that he...
Oh,
blasted.
whoa. Yeah, it was just... that was a sheer coincidence there.
Yeah. I actually have to get that other one because I fell down from the platform, so I didn't get to reach the lighthouse. So, 2019.
God damn it.
I guess I probably can't climb all the way back up there. Nope. Damn it. Well, it is worth it to get that one because that was a hard fought one. So I need it. Let's try it again.
Yeah, right. I think.
Only 9 more shines until we're 4/5 of the way through the game. Whoa there, girl. Slow down.
Whoa, Bongo, whoa.
I don't really understand the point of this other than just collecting coins. But it will.
Do you have lives in this mode? Like,
There are no lives in the entire game.
I haven't seen a 1-up or anything.
Yeah, it gives me
sure
new
I'm-
items. So
I guess. That you just claimed you're full of.
exactly.
I think you're supposed to be playing a lot worse than you are.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Maybe so. That's part of the beauty, though, isn't it? I'm gonna wait for those stairs to come back around.
So where's the other shine here?
It's at the end. It's the lighthouse there. I accidentally missed. Like I fell because I don't know what happened, but like I wasn't able to reach it. So that's what I'm attempting to do.
Okay.
now.
I might have been in chat at that point.
Huh. Okay, there we go. This long platform.
You need the cat.
Actually,
Oh, okay,
I
you
looks
got
like I got it.
Nice.
All right. So I guess it's really fighting him that does away with the ink. Oh. Okay. All right, I need to go back this way. I haven't been this way yet. Plessy, where are you, girl? Summon. There we are.
So you're saying you might have a slight preference for Plessy in 3D World over Dory from Mario 64.
I would say so. I would say so. Hey, Andrew, you mind doing me a solid real quick? Can you like
So
make some kind of Instagram post or story or something and tag me and let people know that I'm playing
Yeah.
this?
absolutely.
Cool. Appreciate it. Oh, I hate this thing. This is the shadow being that you have to fight, the demonic shadow being. And you take damage from it, which I don't appreciate in the slightest. There we go. Triangulum and Andrew's not going anywhere. He's just doing me a solid. That's it.
OrangeRiver.nw is the Instagram you want me to tag, yeah?
That is correct, yes. You could, yeah, I mean, you could do both that and Animator Kid if you want. But I've started using OrangeRiver.nw for business purposes.
Gotcha.
Man, I'm getting these much faster than I thought. I say that, it's going to be like 30 minutes before I get the other 7. Oh, good. There's another one that's opened up over there.
Okay, what's your channel URL?
YouTube.com/Orange River.
Oh, just Orange River. Okay.
Yeah. Surprisingly, I was actually able to
I can't believe that was free.
get something that generic. Yeah. I guess the reason I haven't been to this volcano yet is because I literally can't get there yet. Didn't think about that. Maybe I can. I don't know. I'm thinking about how this entire game, Bowser Jr. has just been in his little clown car. He's getting no exercise except for the brush strokes. Lazy. Okay, I guess I can get over there now.
Okay, try that. See if you're maybe at the next cutscene or whatever. See if you got a notification.
Good deal.
On Instagram.
Appreciate it. You never know who might drop in. Ah, damn, I lost my power up. Man, it'd be real, it would suck real bad if I died right now. Huh. I like that. I misjudged that distance. It's all right. I'll try that again.
Wow. Wow. What is that? Death 3? Death 4? I don't know how we're going to finish this game.
Oh my god. Oh, I didn't even see him either. I'll grab the mushroom, aka one of the most useless power-ups that I can use right now. See that either. You gotta be kidding me. That's weird. Yeah, I guess I need something more substantial. Because the top of this mountain is going to be pretty rewarding if I actually do it right. So.
We're definitely getting into the harder environments.
Yep. Yep.
If you were short, Mario, could you run through this?
Possibly. Ah, no. God, please. God, no.
You may want to be cat.
That's true, yeah. Because I could run.
I actually thought raccoon would be better for saving it, but with it being this sheer,
Yeah, it's not a bad idea. All right. Ooh, I didn't see that shard either. That's in a precarious position. I don't think I'm gonna get that just yet. I kind of
you're supposed to wait until the oil clears.
yeah, honestly.
I would hope.
When you come back to this later, there are fuzzies, or well, there
There are.
yeah. Rollers, I guess, is the technical term. The long cylindrical ones.
Oh wow, the cat's really fast to crawl. I think you can get that one.
Yeah, I think so. I just want to. You gotta be kidding me.
Precarious.
That one is that is achievable though. I think I might switch to the raccoon when I get there, so I can wall kick. Because I'm not as confident.
Yeah. Springtime. What do you think about the airstrike in Syria today?
Yeah, that really would be something that President Biden does before he gets the stimulus checks out, isn't it? Is really what I think. I saw some tweet from somebody today that was like, it feels so good to have competent military leadership again. And I'm thinking, I mean, on the one hand, yes, but on the other hand, like, yeah, let's go ahead and bomb a country that didn't attack us. Let's do that because that's worked.
It's crazy, but what if we didn't have a standing military while not at war?
Oh my God. But what would we spend $800 billion a year on if not for...
You mean billion? Yeah.
I said billion. Yeah. There we go.
Nice, yeah.
Okay, I sad to sacrifice that one. But... I think this pipe does not lead me to a place that is... like particularly useful at this time. So.
Triangulum says flowers ?
Flowers?
I've heard of those.
Okay, that was a waste. I was wondering if there was something over here. Spend that money on flowers, yeah. Maybe I don't know, healthcare, education, something like that. Oh no, that would never work. That's wild.
UBI, food for starving families.
Yeah, maybe end homelessness and hunger in the richest country on earth. Nah, let's go ahead and bomb civilians and governments that are allied with Russia.
Let me check real quick. Okay, yeah. So Elon Musk has elected not to end world hunger today.
Oh, what about Jeff Bezos?
Okay, let me look real quick. Okay, yeah, Bezos has elected to not end world hunger today.
Man, just when you thought today would be different, Am I right?
And then Try says he's expecting a huge bouquet from me.
This is the
I do
third
not like
easiest one. What?
I just really. This is a boss from 3D World, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. The third easiest boss in the game. I just have to touch it. Oh, okay, actually,
Right.
I guess it's not there yet. Here we go. What about Bill Gates? Has he decided to end world hunger today?
I'm gonna say no, probably.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. It's funny. I was actually watching a Veritasium video where he did an interview with Bill Gates about which crises, you know, he believes the world is facing today, and of course it's well, obviously climate change, and then I forget what was the other thing that he was misinformation on social media.
I don't really disagree with those two.
I mean, I don't either, but a lot of the comments were like, talking about how Derek did not, question, Bill Gates hard enough for a lot of the, things that he's involved with, his, foundation, which is basically a front for, mass school privatization and that kind of thing. I kind of cringe every time I watch a video that's sponsored by the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation.
Right. Well, hold on. Let me check Tim Cook or Tim Apple.
Tim Apple, yeah.
No, that's a no from him too.
Ah, man.
Yeah.
Well, everybody can't be a hero.
Triangle says, I really need to start keeping up with U.S. politics to keep up with you boys. Just imagine a third world country and you got it.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, for example, my entire state didn't have running water for like a week and a half.
Exactly. No, America is the richest third world country on the planet. People like to make fun of the fact that, when we talk about poverty in the United States, they're like, oh, but, poor people have cell phones and refrigerators and cars. And it's like, well, sure, we're making more than $2 a day, but that's not the point. The point is that we have gross wealth inequality. And many people can't afford basic things.
Yeah, try. Well, we couldn't have water because it snowed.
Yeah. Don't you get it? Don't you understand when it snows?
Right, like,
of course the
just
electricity is
don't
going
make
to go out. Yeah, Texas is having even worse problems than us, but still.
Another Republically run state that
Exactly. A humanitarian disaster, and they have the gall to blame the Green New Deal, even though it literally has not been implemented into law. They blame the windmills. It's like, okay, first off, only like 23% of Texas's power grid is powered by green energy. The rest is coal and gas. And second of all, the outages that are the result of the windmills, it's because they were not de-iced, because Texas normally doesn't experience, that kind of weather, but they still should have taken the precautions that are necessary to take care of that.
Springtime says, "Does Trump even have enough money to buy his own food?"
He definitely
Does it
doesn't know how much grocery store items
Other
cost.
people buy his food for him.
Yeah. I gotta find 3 more.
I've said it for years, but lately it only seems to be more and more true. Fame is a more valuable asset than money.
Oh yeah. Definitely gets you like free of consequences for your actions.
Well, I mean, if you are noteworthy enough or infamous enough, even
Hmm.
that people are like buying and donating things to you for exposure, then money is a useless commodity for you. Resources are being handed to you. Why do you need money?
Yeah. I'm just thinking of I didn't mean to pick up the cat. I'm just thinking of all these like YouTube personalities and like, oh my god, Shane Dawson bought me a car. It's like, yeah, congratulations, man. Where's Plessy?
Shane Dawson probably got his money back from that video in like a week.
Yeah. So,
Trayum, see, we have snow half the year here, and I've always had water. Never had to miss a good crotch shaving in my life. Well, despite that vivid image, the issue with running water in the South is that we don't have insulated pipes
yes.
because it cost more to insulate the pipes, so they didn't do it.
Yeah. Because our states, Republican states, are run by businessmen, mostly people who are not as like they're not as interested in like governing as much as they are doing the bidding of wealthy and corporations. So that's really, of course, you could say the same thing about a lot of Democratic states, in fairness, but
Oh yeah,
the Republican states are like worse in that respect.
Trayum says, "I'm nothing if not an artist of imagery."
For
The
sure.
joke there is that you actually are an artist of imagery, and I can't deny that fact in the slightest. Look at this position you put me in.
Okay. What about this one? Oh, damn. This one might actually be easier.
What's your stream health saying, Tyler?
I'll look in a sec. Are we getting like frame rate issues again?
Yeah, it just like buffered as a whole for me. I don't know if that's you or me.
Oh God, come back, please. There we go. It says excellent for me.
Okay.
So.
Well, good. Yeah, mine just buffered down to 480, so that's encouraging.
Oh shit.
That's
Oh.
another thing. Try. We got
Damn
great
it.
internet out here. It's wonderful.
I might try that again because that seemed like it ought to have been a fairly easy one to get.
Yeah, you can definitely do that one.
Yeah.
Maybe when Bowser's not attacking you.
Well, at least I'll be insulated by the pipes, unlike the infrastructure in the southern states.
See.
When the Mushroom Kingdom has better infrastructure than an entire region of the country, of the richest country on Earth. Apparently, fire can't melt. I was going to make a jet fuel can't melt steel beams joke, but I didn't really know how to execute it properly.
That was terrifying.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Time to go back.
Oh god. Yep.
Man. Maybe I will wait. Okay, there he is. He's about to... So my train of thought, going directly from jet fuel can't melt steel beams memes to, it reminded me, oh yeah, the next video coming out on my channel. I cannot wait for the response to that. It's, I guess, I won't spoil it too heavily for anybody who wants to be totally surprised, but it's
It'll
another
be your most controversial video, I think.
it's another alternate history video, and it's expressly political, and it is definitely my most controversial video to date, probably. I mean, even the videos that I made about like Bernie Sanders and World War I and Trotsky and all that stuff are less controversial than this. There we go. There's that shine.
Nice.
But it's
Dragulum says, now Ty, picture my comments in real time vocally, and you'll have what our show will be like.
yeah. Oh yeah. We were talking earlier today, just trying to. I was asking Triangulum if there's some more stuff that I can do in preparation for when we do eventually stream. And by the way, Triangulum, I hope I'm not annoying the ever-loving shit out of you by asking about that every few days. I'm just really excited about it. But figuring out, I guess, the delay, we talked about last time, like, when he's had conversations with other people on streams, that there's been that kind of a delay issue. So we'll have to look into that. He's like, hashtag super annoying. Yeah, I know, right? I want to get to the top of that mountain.
You do that one.
And I forgot. Yeah, that'll be the last one. I forgot every single thing that entails. Oh shit! There's a shard. I can get that now that the oil is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there's.
That is the one from earlier, isn't it?
Yeah. All right, I guess I do need to.
Triangulum is asking me, do I know what the issue could be? The issue with what, Try? What are we talking about?
We're talking about the delay. There's like a delay whenever he has a live stream chat with anybody, he says. I told him that I would, was skeptical that would happen with us, but he says it's happened with every person he's streamed with. I've never heard of a delay that being that long.
Yeah, that's just a thing. Like, I mean, unless you're close geographically or you have just an insane ping, there's going to be a delay.
Well, you said the last person that he talked with was in Germany. I mean, as you mentioned the other day, Andrew, us living in Tennessee, we're closer to Toronto than we are to Los Angeles. So I don't know. That's why I want to do a test stream when the time comes.
But it really has nothing to do with bandwidth and everything to do with ping.
Yeah. But it's like 20 seconds delay, which I've never heard of.
High, yeah. I think like 1 or 2, maybe 3 is what you expect.
Yeah. Well, again, like.
What are you using to communicate?
Yeah, I believe he was telling me it's like OBS, so.
Well, no, but I mean, like, what, like, call?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Like Hangouts or Meet or what? Dragon says, I've got great net, and if you check my past streams, you can see it. Yeah, but you're always at the mercy of the bottleneck of the other person.
Mm-hmm. Now I've got, my internet
No, I-
speed is pretty
you're
substantial.
recording with, but how are you connecting to one another to communicate?
Damn it, I keep missing this.
Like right now, Tyler and I are using Hangouts
Yeah.
because that's another bottleneck, is whatever service you're using. Because you got to think about, like, if you're talking to someone in Germany,
Damn it.
you're not going from, outside Toronto to Germany. You're going from outside Toronto to LA to Germany to LA to outside Toronto.
Yeah. It says Discord.
I don't know where the Discord are located. I think they have several. I don't think that's a bad choice. I think that's probably a good fit.
In fact, my question to Triangulum right now would be, I would question, is it possible that you would be open to using a different server, like, or service with a different server like Hangouts or whatever, because Hangouts has worked okay for us, pretty much.
Triangulum says, but even with fellow Canadians, it happens. Yeah, man, I don't know what to tell you. Like, even if you watch, like, news, like, even, like, national news agencies and stuff, when they're, like, on the field with reporters, they'll interrupt each other because of the delay. It's just, we don't have the infrastructure for light speed communication. I mean, to be honest, though, I see streams all the time of people that aren't physically together, and you can tell there's a delay. Like, they don't mention it, but you can just tell they're working around it because they're kind of talking over one another, and there'll be pauses between when they answer each other's questions and stuff like that. There's only so much you can do, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
Without being together, of course, in one place. China says, Ty, I love how you speak sometimes. Quote, would you be open?
Would you be open to using Hangouts? He says he thinks he's not explaining the issue correctly. Well,
yeah, maybe so. I don't feel like I really understand it. If it's not just a ping delay.
That's why I was saying, like, I know we talked about this morning, Try, but like, we need to hop on a test stream ASAP so we can see what that. I know, Try's a very busy dude. Don't get me wrong. I know that. As we all are. But him more so than us, and I respect that. But Triangulum, I'm saying we need to get on a test stream together so we can see what this. He's apparently annoyed that I keep mentioning that, but it's true. It's the only way to find out. Honestly, is what I'm saying. Like,
I mean, the thing is, like, look, I just said that my stream of you buffered down to 480 because my internet's so bad. But Tyler and I are on a Discord, a Hangouts call, and there's maybe 1 second delay between us, Tyler?
Yeah, if even that, it could be fractions of that. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, when it's audio only, it's not that bad. Now, when you add video to it, it will make it a little worse. Triangle. I cleared my schedule for this.
To be slandered, apparently. So. We love you, Try.
So again, Try. What can you describe your issue in another, like, turn of phrase, perhaps? If it's not delay. Springtime says he hasn't had any problems with Discord either.
Huh. See, this is probably shooting myself in the foot, but I literally don't even know how to use Discord, so that would be an obstacle for me.
I've only used it once, but it does seem like it's like what the quote-unquote professionals use.
It's what the kids are using these days. These kids, they don't respect the dignity of good old Skype.
Oh God, dude, Skype was never good. It was definitely old, but never good.
I agree with that. Honestly, Skype is trash.
God damn it. Jacob says, All right, picture this mental image. I'm streaming OnlyFans with you, and I ask you a question like, "What do you want me to do?" And then 20 seconds later, you get that question.
So there's a 20-second delay, is what you're saying. Again,
Yeah, it
the
sounds
only
like a delay.
I'm a fan of troubleshooting that kind of stuff in real time, which is why I think we need to hop on a test stream sometime and see what. I'm annoying.
What
the
I would
shit
do if I were you, Troy, I know you say you have good internet, but good means a lot of different things in different contexts.
Well, he told me what his speed was, and
I'm sure your speed is fine. I'm sure your bandwidth is great. That's not what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You need to find out what your speed is, which is how long it takes for you to send a signal and then receive the signal back. Because you need to know if it's you or if it's some other problem that's the bottleneck. It could be the service. It could be the other person you're talking to.
This stream is sponsored by NordVPN. Not really. Okay, well, I've got 40. Now I just need to wait for him to wake up.
Also, what's your service provider for your ISP? Try. You don't have to tell me like the name if you don't want, but like what medium is it delivered in? Did you use like satellite or like mobile towers?
I think he told me he doesn't have cable, I guess, unless he was being sarcastic. I don't.
Springtime. What? Why do you have an OnlyFans account? Now I'm scared for Ty and me.
Bro. Oh, I don't remember this. Do I have to get rid of all of the bees and the turtles and the Goombas and all that? Or Katoombas, if I been being more accurate, I guess.
Try this. Come on, everybody has an OnlyFans.
Yeah, I just haven't promoted mine yet. If you want a taste, I actually did a backdoor advert for it in my music video, Half the Bag, where I lift my shirt briefly. Ladies and gents. Okay. I think I'm just going to go ahead and go back to one of these earlier islands.
Yeah.
I mean, we're getting there. I mean, we're making good time, I think. We've only been live for 2.5 hours. So.
When you fought Bowser there. Tyler, should I read off?
I saw a brief. Go ahead.
He says, "I've seen Ty's OnlyFans, and let me tell you, the things that boy can do with fruit." Yeehaw. You're gonna start a show with this guy. This was your idea.
Well, it was his idea, but still.
Shifting the blame.
No, this is the kind of quipping that we're gonna have every week, and or however often we do it, and I'm here for it. I'm ready for it.
Right.
The stars are next to useless in this game. Is one of my only complaints.
Mm-hmm. Stars are usually next to useless.
Yeah.
I bet if you drop lava, you still die.
Ugh, God, these.
That was also a very short star.
Damn yeah, these damn coins.
Oh, okay, we're back to this. Gotcha. Well, it should be easier without the box.
Oh well, they disappeared. I guess I might as well try it because it's right here.
You can do it.
Oh, I guess I need to get ready to fight Bowser, too. Now that I have the 40 requisite. Oh God, there's more. I gotta do that. Are you kidding me? Well, okay.
This will be.
No.
Well, maybe not with Bowser.
Yeah. Sex Trek, is that your title? Triangulum?
Track.
Is that what we're calling it? Hey, let's do a brief brainstorming session for titles because that's something that I really kind of he and I both have been wanting to. If we make this like a podcast-y thing, then I want to, make sure that we have like a good title. So I've been doing my homework, but it's always good to get input from other people. So.
Well, as not the Star Trek YouTuber in the group, I think I'm gonna abstain from the vote.
That's fair. Okay, there we go. There's a shine. Good Morning America type Trek series is the concept that we're going for. Yeah, I think morning Trek talk, afternoon Trek talk, like those are some ideas that we floated around. Do we want to try?
That sounds good.
Yeah,
I like that.
It's not too generic or anything. I mean, we'll have a brainstorming session, but like.
Did you show Triangulum TikTok? The film where I got stabbed in the bathtub?
No. Is that on your...
It's not on mine, it's on Jake's.
Oh, it's on Jake's? Okay, well,
You'd like to know that, Triangulum. That's a film where I get stabbed to death while in the bathtub. It's basically a student film that was like an homage to Psycho. But the entire time that we were shooting that, the director's running title for it was Boys in the Tub. That's not a joke. That's really what he called it.
Wow. Okay, I gotta find this other shard. I can't believe... Where are they?
Says I've made a note of it. God.
That's what you want to hear.
He says, I need a new screensaver.
I'm wondering if I mentioned 1986 in one of the streams.
Okay, I'm actually very happy with 86.
Yeah.
It's kind of like amateurish just because the camera was bad and I didn't have a lot of camera experience. But as for the actual story and aesthetic of that thing, it's very much what I wanted.
Yeah, no, it's
Mostly.
It's very impressive, I have to say. Where is this damn shard? There it is.
I don't know. I'm
Okay.
looking as well. I still don't see it. Oh, now I see it.
Yeah.
Gee,
Ah.
that spec.
Hey, by the way, we need to get my numbers up, guys, because I want to commission one of my friends who's an artist to draw some new T-shirt designs for my merch store that include such classic hits as "Geek" and some references to the Alien Worlds thing, like "Funny Man Throws Chair 2024." And what was the other one that I mentioned? I can't remember.
I can't remember either.
It's something. Oh, boners for science. Yes, there we go.
That's right. Yeah,
Boners for
that's
science.
the most important. That's the one that will actually sell.
Yeah, honestly.
What you need is like something like, draw like the little like high school dick symbol and like dick equals MC squared or something. That's what you need on your shirt.
There you go.
Springtime says next week Ty should play Duke Nukem Forever and drink with Triangulum. Springtime, Duke Nukem is an absolute gem. And I don't think people take seriously how great it is that we live in a universe in which Duke Nukem exists. I saw a meme recently that was like, it was a quote from Duke Nukem, but they moved the. Okay, I did not know you could pick those up.
Yeah, I just now remembered that that's something that I can do.
But it was a quote from Duke Nukem that they moved the words around, and it was, I chew ass and kick bubblegum, and I'm all out of ass. I saw that for like 10 minutes.
Where'd he go? Spiny boy. Come on. Sit. Oh, there we go. Did he? Oh, good. He took damage. Good.
Oh, wow.
Man.
Trey, maybe one day these boys will have me on here harassing them instead of just lighting up their life in chat. And then he says, periodic table PP.
Periodic table PP. Yeah, we need to have Andrew on an episode of our show. Or have him be...
I'm going to have so many opinions. I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
Have him as a... oh, dude, you know, depending on... I mean, this is up to try as well. I mean, we could probably use as many moderators as we can use, you know, as well. So...
Triangle says, geez, the language here.
All right, 7 more to go. And like I said, once I hit 50, I believe that's like the last time that I have to fight him. Or I think. Well, that was the first playthrough. I don't hope, you know, we'll see. We'll see where we are. But we're making really good time.
Yeah. Tragum says the D should be an element.
I like...
Well, hey, I actually have a story about that.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, I shouldn't dox myself, but my hometown starts with the letter D. And our original mascot from a high school were the Trojans. Like, you know, like the soldiers, the Trojans, like the Trojan horse. And there was a petition to change the mascot for the school. I think maybe they were like concerned about, you know, like obviously when you first think of Trojan, before you think of like Troy, your first thought is like condoms, like Trojan condoms.
Yeah.
So I think we need to not have this for the, you know, school's reputation, which I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever.
Sure.
High
Yeah.
school kids, yeah, that was an obvious thing that a lot of people would make.
Yeah.
So they wanted to change the mascot. But I guess they're just so stupid. And so they didn't really know what a mascot was, apparently. And so their choice was that we don't really need to be any, you know, like a thing, like animal or historical figure or anything like that. We just need to be, and I'm not joking, the big D's. And so they printed all of this merch and like uniforms and jackets and jerseys that said Big D's on it. And I was working for I guess I was doing like not really PR, but I was basically a comp sci student. And so I had to make these like flyers and posters and all this for their games.
Oh, God.
And so the teacher came to me and was like, oh, hey, you got to change the Trojan thing. We're no longer the Trojans anymore. I was like, oh, okay, well, what are we? We're the Big D's. And I had to tell her, I can't put this on there.
Yeah.
And she was like, why not? And so then I had to explain to this
Lord.
like 70-year-old woman what Big D meant and why I couldn't put it on all of the school's material.
That's a story. Man.
Whenever I go back to my home, I see people driving around with cars that have like decals on the back that say a Big D on it, and I'm like, I wonder if they know. I just wonder if they know.
I would hope at least a few of them did.
Maybe they're just in on it. It's just meta. at
No,
this
that's what I'm
point. They're
saying.
"Hell
Like
yeah, dude."
it's ironic, yeah. The levels of irony that kids these days are on, you know, like. Actually, here.
Graham says, "Now my first thought is Troy. Do people still use condoms? Is that still a thing? Do people still have triangulum? I'm not sure that's a thing anymore. I'm pretty sure that fad is coming fast." He says, "I was known as the D." Cool.
I bet. I bet. Mm-hmm. I bet.
No, but in all seriousness, I read that I think the U.S. birth rate is down 35% from what it was like 10 or 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not surprised by that because we all fucking hate each other.
Yeah. And also it's like expensive to have kids. Having kids ain't what it used to be. I mean, literally. How do I get back up there? I guess I have to go all the way around to the ramp.
It's Handmaid's Tale time.
Yeah.
Low birth rate equals crazy times. Yep, agreed.
Yeah, and see, that's the thing. Like, you know, my hope is that
Crazy times.
we don't become like Japan, where, you know, they're facing like severe economic issues because of their low birth rates. I mean, just think about, you know,
Whenever birth rate is low, suicide rate rises. Like those things are always not directly connected, but the factors that affect one generally affect the other. You know what I mean?
it makes 100% sense. You know, the pandemic of loneliness and isolation in you know, Japan, for example, among men, and you know, just, and there's already Republicans that want to cut Social Security just cause. Imagine, you know, what thin ice Social Security is going to be on. Oh, damn it! There went Plessy.
Oh, I did not know Plessy could die.
There she is again. Just imagine the scrutiny and the thin ice it's going to be on when, like, you know, there's going to be the population constraints. I mean,
Pop a mushroom real quick.
yeah, that's wise.
You're not one shot.
Yeah. It makes me, it pisses me off to no end how hard the Democrats are fighting to confirm Neera Tanden, because not because of her tweets or anything, but because she is an advocate of cutting Social Security, and she's also like big on, you know, she's basically a neocon on foreign policy, and it's like, yeah, so-called progressive fighter. Hopefully her nomination is over and done with. I mean, it's not going to happen. So.
Triangulum says, Springtime says, Triangulum, how often did you get arrested in high school as a student?
That's a question.
Remind me again about the tweet scandal. What was it that she tweeted?
Well, she just, you know, she just basically shat on Bernie Sanders and his movement and called all of his supporters, like, you know, misogynists and all that kind of stuff. And
right, it's nothing new. Democrats. Democrats hate Bernie.
Yeah, and also, but the thing is, she also criticized Ted Cruz and Mitch McConnell, which I agree with, but she had to apologize for it. And it's like, no, don't apologize for making fun of Ted Cruz and Mitch McConnell. They're fascists, like, you know.
Exactly.
You know, fuck them. Like, seriously. Damn it! Oh, I was so close. Actually,
That's like all the people that
I want to do that again.
all the people claiming that you know, the Capitol riots were because of Antifa, and I'm like, know what that means, do you?
Right. There's this dipshit conservative commentator, Nick J. Fuentes, who is like initially back in January, he tweeted, you know, that like I support, you know, the patriots who are at, you know, at the Capitol right now, and then a later tweet after all the legal troubles that stem from it, he's like, yeah, I've come to the conclusion that it was a psyop. It's like, dude, pick one, you know.
Triangulum says, springtime I was never arrested as it was a more open time. I know that that's you know, kind of a joke, but I actually agree with that in a lot of ways. Triangulum. I'm reading Ed Snowden's book right now, and he was talking about, you know, his family was they worked for, you know, federal institutions his entire life, and so he grew up not necessarily on like a military base, but it was on federal land, you know.
Mm-hmm.
He was talking about how before 9/11 there were no like checkpoints or fences or barriers of any kind. You could literally just drive into like the NSA campus to just look around. So all that stuff was added after 9/11.
Yeah. And it makes sense. I mean, you know, just think about how many changes have been made to the airport since 9/11. Like, even more recently than that, back when I was in middle school, there was this, you know, short film that I was shooting that we were able to get inside the airport, film the planes taking off at a relatively close distance, and now security is so tight that you could, you know, barely do that. So, but yeah.
Here's the difference between Tyler and me. I was a baby, but I do remember a little bit of pre 9/11 times.
I mean, yeah, like I was 3 when it happened, so I don't remember it like literally, you know, the actual event itself, which is, you know, I know insane. I do. No, don't get me wrong. It's funny because like my other my other Gen Z friends and I have this conversation every now and then. The fact that it's actually kind of novel for us to have memories from the 20th century, you know.
Yeah.
Like, you know, we barely do is the thing.
Triangle says, so young. It's okay though. You have a hot stash. Now, see, I don't know who you're talking about anymore.
He's talking about both of us, I'm sure.
I think so.
So, you know, I know he loves your stash.
Triangle says, I was working during 9/11. Though young at a store, everything stopped.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
I was in 2nd grade with 9/11, which of course, like, no school happened that day for anyone, really.
Yeah.
I think that's part of what made it so memorable too. Is like when you're surrounded by adults, they're like, no, this is really bad, and they're freaking out, and you're a kid, and you're like, why are they freaking out? That sort of, you remember that, you know?
Yeah. It's funny because damn, where was I going with that? I got my little anecdotes mixed up. I was going back to the thing about the having memories from the 20th century being like a, you know, a novel experience for me. I was like an infant, obviously, you know, but back to 9/11. It's really interesting hearing like Kyle Kalinske and Crystal Ball and some of these other political commentators talk about how they, not just how they got into political commentary, but how they got into politics in and of itself. And it really, you know, even, and of course, they're millennials you know. But like, damn it, I killed the piranha that I needed. It's really the Iraq War, you know. It was just so polarizing. I guess I don't need to slash it with my tail.
Trey says, "Well, for fuck's sake, now I really feel old." I knew that comment was coming.
Oh, you're doing it to yourself, man.
You can never talk about 9/11 without somebody going, "Well, now I feel old."
Yeah.
I feel old.
It's just like when we were doing that podcast with Cassidy and Emma, you know, a few weeks ago. We were talking about, you know, how old each of us was, and you know, I guess Emma's what, you know, maybe what 20 or something, and she was saying to you, "Man, you're old."
Yeah.
It's like, and then of course Stuart is 30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just so old. Yeah, it's funny. I actually have some friends of mine that, you know, will occasionally make comments about like, man, I just feel so old. Like I feel like I'm finally beginning to be concerned about aging, you know, and I'm just like, I can't relate to that at all. I've always been an old man. When I was 7 years old, I was an old man.
Benjamin Button.
Not like that.
Yeah, I know.
When I was 7 years old, I was Brad Pitt.
Is the American politics getting to be a bit much for you, Triangulum? Just wait until you see this alternate history.
To be honest with you, Tyler, I'd love to read chat, but it's just evolved into sounds.
I see that actually.
Springtime says he's 37 and he remembers 9/11.
I would hope that if you're 37 that you would.
Want to tell your 9/11 story, Springtime?
See, while he's deliberating on that, honestly, you know, this might be a little niche, but a formative event for me politically, and this is going to sound incredibly ridiculous, but it's true, was Brett Kavanaugh's confirmation, and that was only like 3 years ago. But I mean, I remember where I was when that happened, and I thought, well, shit, okay, now we're really in a situation, because that
What made that so influential for you?
just the fact that it basically solidified us having a 6-3 court,
Oh, sure.
6-3 conservative court.
The moment I saw that he was like put forth as a nominee, I was like, okay, well, he's gonna get it.
Yeah,
It was just so clear.
yeah. And I actually don't know where the key is for that.
I guess my age from my look, though, so at least there's that. And then Chubb says he's Sugar Gramps.
Sugar, okay. There's a lot
Where's
of.
the key for this?
I have no idea. That's what I was wondering. Well, I'm not. I'm just at this point. I'm just kind of going around and cleaning up the past places where I've been to. Because we're 4 away from 50. I think 50 is the final stage. Oh God, I don't want to be here again. Okay. All right, it's Plessy.
Boingo.
Boingo.
Bim bomb.
Yeah, reminds me of Inside Out. Bing bong. Yeah.
Yeah, I still stand by my claim that The Incredibles and Wreck-It Ralph are the only two watchable Pixar movies.
Well, Wreck-It Ralph is not Pixar. It's just Disney Animation. And
I thought there was a lot of overlap with Disney Animation and Pixar.
well, I mean, Wreck-It Ralph was not made by Pixar, so, but it is a good film. That's a point of heresy, because we've spoken about this before. You say The Incredibles is like the only watchable Pixar film. I mean, no, I grew up with that shit, man. I'm telling you, Toy Story, Finding Nemo. That's just my childhood right there. So, I mean, literally, I wanted to be a Pixar animator for a very long time. Like, that's what I wanted to do. And quick story. So, yeah, I want my main motivation. Like, I wanted to be a animator. That was what I wanted to do in the industry. And as I was making preparations in high school and applying to colleges and looking at, I actually got accepted into Ringling and Savannah College of Art and Design and all this stuff. And then I realized, oh my God, animation is so hard. I don't want to do this anymore. So then I switched to live action. Of course, I had made live action stuff before that, but I dedicated myself to live action filmmaking after that, and I haven't animated a single thing since Obama was president. I don't know.
That certainly explains your former name.
Oh yeah, definitely. Animator was that a freeware program that predated Blender. Or well, actually, that's not true. I guess Blender is older, but like predated my use of Blender. And one of the main reasons that I changed the name to Orange River, other than the fact, animator kid doesn't really have anything to do with Star Trek. Of course, neither does Orange River for that matter, but nevertheless, the point still stands. But if I wanted to start doing more stuff with merchandise, I'm thinking okay, well, animator is not my IP. It's somebody else's IP. So Orange River is a trademark that I own, and I'm already selling merch. This is perfect. So that's really, and being that this channel had its origins as a short film, channel, which in modern YouTube analytical terms is laughable, but that's what it was. Orange River is my studio name, so I thought, I'll just make the move. Triangulum's like Ringling Circus. No, not Ringling Circus. Ringling College of Art and Design in Orlando, or Winter Park, Florida. Okay.
As for me and my heresy, Tyler, I just want to make it clear that I have never claimed to be anything other than a heretic.
Yeah, that's fine.
Springtime says he was watching TV waiting for the bus to go to school. That's his 9/11 memory.
Oh, yeah?
And then Triangulum says, I went to school on a horse and a buggy.
Yeah, because you're much older, as you would proclaim yourself. Oh, God. I want to get to the top. Come on. Shine. There we go.
Oh, my God. Wow. Okay, I did not think you were going to go climb
I
that
did
high.
not either. It was generous to me for a minute.
I should put heretic in my Twitter bio.
Yeah,
Just
you
make sure
should.
Where?
I wonder if my Twitter bio could use some whimsical updates such as that. Because right now it's basically like sci-fi and politics enthusiast, filmmaker, manager of Orange River Productions or something like that. All right, I got to find 2 shines while he is actually blasting me with his fire. Is the thing about this last, these final levels. Okay, well, I'm actually done on this island, so I literally have no reason to be here.
Tranium says, "Is that the same Twitter that you don't follow me back on?" Yep, that's the one. I like your attempt to use guilt tripping to a person that was raised in Christian school. I'm just immune to guilt at this point. Trano says he thinks his Twitter bio says "sexy hot mofo." I believe that.
All right, where am I going? Actually, I kind of want to go left here. Maybe not.
Algebra seems to be getting more and more disruptive as you get closer to 50 shines.
Exactly.
I don't think he's appreciating it too much.
I'm trying to see what are the best options for me right now, because I'm not sure.
It isn't guilt, it's sadness. Nah, it's guilt.
Yeah. Believe me, I've had plenty of experience with guilt tripping this year myself. I need 2 more. 2 more shines.
Pop a mushroom if you can.
Yeah, that's right.
Since they're basically only good for this purpose.
Yeah. Ooh, coins. Yay.
Ooh, money.
I like money. I like money. That was my poor attempt at Mr. Krabs.
Okay, that's kind of what I figured.
I guess that was close enough. All right, seriously, I actually am kind of struggling to figure out what I do just need 2, so I don't know what the best options.
This is the Coliseum, right?
Yeah.
Or, no.
Well, yeah, I've been here before. So.
All the ones here.
All right.
Did some get added?
I don't know. All right, Plessy, we're getting out of here. Here, I actually can get an item over here. Whoa, girl, sit.
Whoa, Boingo.
Okay. See, I don't know how to get up there to that island in the sky.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder.
Oh, you have to fling yourself, apparently.
I guess so.
Oh, there's some Bowser boxes that can be blown up.
Yeah, that's true.
Up there as well. If you have time to get to them.
Oh, Lord. I'm running out of mushrooms.
Yeah.
Okay. Risky
on your wall.
Whisker Island. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, just trying to hide from the blast right now. Okay, well, apparently there's unfinished business over here. Oh, man. He's just fucking me up royally.
Triangulum says, you know, as a YouTuber, I've often wondered what people actually think of me. I wonder if that's why I tease the ones I like so much.
I mean, I guess I probably would think the same thing myself. Like, of course, my audience is obviously nowhere near as big as yours, although I hope to change that soon. But
He says, there's always that kernel of doubt in the back of my mind and almost panic before I release a video. Will they like it? Will they not?
damn it! Damn it! Damn it! Ugh. Fuck. Okay. All right, I'll try that again because that will be another one. Oh yeah, here's the blocks. There we go. Come on, boy. Come on, big boy.
But it might be helpful.
There's one right there. 49.
Nice.
Yeah, it's funny that you mentioned that, Triangulum, about, you know, kind of being worried about the reception of your videos. First off, all of your videos are perfect. Actually, that may not, as a professional colleague, that may not be what you want me to say. All of your videos that I've seen are good. But for me, like, I'm in such an awkward position, and this has really been what my channel, the identity crisis, is frankly what it is that I've been in since day one, is clearly Star Trek is what most of my subscribers are here for. I like making alternate history videos. Okay, I'll have to start over again on that. I like making alternate history videos. Should I stop making alternate history videos? And of course, we've discussed this. The answer is, you know, probably not right now until it really becomes a problem. But at the same time, there is the issue of, if you're small like me, comparatively speaking, variety is not necessarily what I need right now. So
I'm in the same boat with that. Because personally, I get bored making the same, you know, essentially covering the same topic over and over. But that's sort of how you have to start out when you're a small YouTuber. Nice.
Mm-hmm. Says no focus is what I need. Well, I agree. I just have a bunch of alternate history video scripts that I want to put in production this year. The response to the Reagan video is going to determine how pressing that is. Oh God! Here, I'm gonna. While I get over there, I should have popped a raccoon, a leaf, but like, I'm almost there. Plessy,
Low on leave.
Plessy, save me!
Come on, Blonde Goat. Triangulum says, so in other words, F your focus.
I'm very seriously trying to figure out what I need to do. No, focusing mostly on Star Trek is obviously like what I know I need to do. Yeah. But this next video coming out, I'm really excited for it. We had a lot of fun making it. It has good production value. I think it was a good script. It has zero to do with Star Trek. Like zero. At least if I did other like sci-fi, that would be one thing. But and of course we're working on that as well.
It does make me wonder how Mass Effect and stuff like that will perform on your channel. Like,
That's what I
is
was
sci-fi enough, or does it have to be Star Trek? I don't really know.
Quit landing on top of me, motherfucker.
Dragonum says, I've begun to consider branching out myself.
Well, you're in a position to branch out, I guess. Maybe I'm not, is really what the main idea of this conversation is. Triangulum has given me a lot of good advice, though. Ah, man. Okay, well, that's only like my, what, half-dozenth death, so...
Try says sci-fi is too general before you have a solid base.
Well, that's why I only, like, the Mass Effect, video, it'll be like one Mass Effect video that I make this year, probably. If that. And then Fantastic Planet, that'll be a one-off, But, I mean, we've talked about this before. Having a regular schedule, I agree, is going to be incredibly beneficial to me. My thing is, like, my hesitation with having a fixed schedule so far is I feel like that breeds lower quality content. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I agree with that.
So Triangulum, I actually want to get your input on that sentiment, because that's what I've always felt.
I agree with that, but at the same time, we've also talked about how lowering the bar probably could benefit us.
Yeah.
As much as we hate to do it.
Yeah, and like I said, that said, I agree with Triangulum that having a schedule right now is going to benefit me, my growth, because people need regularity. That's why I'm actually going to post a pinned tweet soon where I, let people know that, what my new schedule is. Okay, did I finish Bowser off completely?
Tri says, I'm not sure I'm even in a position to branch out. I've tested the waters from time to time, and every time it's a disaster.
Well, I've been branching out since day one, so that's my thing. My channel's always been a variety channel, and I know that's probably hindered my growth. In fact, I concede that it most likely has hindered my growth. He says I can be too professional for my own good. Well, that's why I'm actually comfortable with kind of shooting, a lot of my short Star Trek scripts like in a row, just one by one or one after the other, and getting those, off to post-production as, quickly as possible. The thing is, like, hey, look, this is what I was meaning when I said that Plessy is integral to the climax of this. The thing is, like, I can't pass up an opportunity to, have good cinematography in a video if I've already established on my channel that I'm capable of producing that kind of, video quality image, Like, I don't want to backtrack. Like, I've shot 2 videos. Like, we of course we shot some stuff with your Sony, Andrew, and I've shot a couple of videos with my Canon, and I'm not expecting people to ask, what happened to the, with the drop in quality, but like, I'll know, what I'm saying.
They probably won't ever notice.
Yeah. Although, if my eBay auction goes well, then I ought to be the proud owner of a Sony body soon. In fact, I was telling Triangulum about my upgrades, and he was like, "What is it with you guys and your Sonys?" It's like, well, performance.
Well, they look better.
Yeah.
The thing is, Canon is great if you're using film.
Yeah. Which we
DSLRs have never been great, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Trainum says, yeah, I think once I show you off to my base and they start to travel over to you, then they might enjoy the variety. It's possible, but you need to find a happy medium.
Yeah. Well, I think I am finding a happy medium, which is producing. Like I've always been big on and like paying attention to analytics and having good practice when it comes to upload schedule, or I just not schedule but like upload practices, like make sure you do this in your thumbnail and with your tags and all that. And the one thing that I have come to understand, and YouTube will tell you this, and YouTubers will tell you this, you need to upload something at least every 2 weeks. So my thing is, like, if I do a Star Trek video every month and a one-off video in between that, I think I'm fine for.
It's really a miracle that my content gets the view counts that it does.
Yeah.
When I have to upload once every 2 months.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's because everyone else is doing what I'm doing. That's the only reason that it works. Trainum says he does 5 vids a week,
and I don't know how you do it. Like, is that what I'm saying? I think you have time bending capabilities, my friend.
I agree. Yeah. I gotta say though, I'm jealous of both of you in your ability to think of a topic and sort of just like discuss and make claims and show footage and stuff like that, and that's the video. Because like for me, research is such a big part of it. And when I say research, it's not understanding, it's like practice, because I have to perform on video, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so sometimes I'll spend weeks just like learning a trick for like a 30-second clip, but it's like I have to do it. I don't know how to, you got to show it. So I do kind of wish sometimes that my videos could be more like theoretical.
Yeah, well, I mean that's given me a lot of leeway, and even Triangulum's format is I think a really good business model. Honestly. Well, I guess this is the end of the story. Plessy. I don't know if I needed furry Plessy.
I did not. I don't know what it is with Nintendo wanting to put cat fur in the ocean.
Yeah.
Triangulum says, yeah, but I've seen your vids and I think you do really well. That's why I'm trying to befriend you, to use you.
I'm telling you, man, the three of us, specifically, I think we could make a good trio when it comes to, like, doing all kinds of, like, content, like live content, troubleshooting, any of that kind of stuff.
It's funny. I share the same like desire to do more variety content, and I'm kind of like Triangulum in that like whenever I've tried it, it's never gone well. Like it's never been like destructive to my channel or anything. Like I've never had a period where like I lost subs. I've always grown. But it's like you put the time investment, and then it's like, okay, well here's a video that has 800,000 views, and then this very next video has 1,000 views, and it's like,
dude, welcome to my life.
Right.
I mean, that's literally me.
Like, yeah. I've sort of been like resigning myself to just only doing glitches from now on my channel, probably.
Yeah.
But doing variety content in other ways, like the group channel project and stuff. Like,
yes,
I don't need credit for it. I just want to work on those projects. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't have to be on my channel.
Yeah. I guess I'm also too small for a lot of variety to be hurting me with my existing subscribers, because I only have like 3,600. But I actually kind of want to get in a position where, like, people expect stuff of me, because at least that's audience interaction. Like, I don't mind, I don't mind, having a period for my channel, even if it lasts for a long time, where people only want me to do Star Trek. I mean, frankly, here's the thing, like, the project, and I've talked about this before, but the projects that I'm the most passionate about, and again, some people might hear this and think that I'm speaking heresy again, but I mean, it's not the Star Trek videos, it's stuff like Teched Out and Random Chance, and but those don't make money,
Right.
and so, maybe there will come a time where people only want me to do Star Trek content, and anything else that I want to do has to go on a second channel. You know what I mean?
I can relate to that in a degree. I wouldn't say that like certain projects that I've done I care more about or like feel more attached to personally than others. It's
Yeah.
just different. Like when I look at like my glitch stuff, like a lot of it is like I may be the first in the world that's done this and documented it.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, so
And
I
that's
see
that's
it
good too. Yeah.
as being valuable. Just in a totally different way. It's like I see that as more like valuable in the terms of science versus value in terms of art, like we do with other projects.
Mm-hmm.
I think both are important.
Yeah. So that's it. That's the game.
You said that's it. Go home.
No, I was fixing to say, like, if we're I could mess around in 3D World a little bit, unless we want to call it a stream if we've been going for 3 solid hours. Triangulum says bye. Okay.
I didn't know 3D World had online multiplayer.
Oh yeah, I didn't even notice that either.
That wasn't true with the Wii U release, was it?
I don't think so. I think it was, yeah. I don't think it was true. All right. Well, you've been reading chat for 3 hours. So what's your, what's your preference? Like, we want to make this a self-contained Bowser's Fury stream.
Well, it depends on what your video title would be. I think it might be wise to close the stream so you can call it a Bowser's Fury playthrough. And
Yeah.
if you want to do a bonus stream for a little bit, we can. Maybe take a little break.
Yeah. Triangulum, when's your bedtime? Because that might not be a bad idea. Can call it the after hours stream. Maybe troubleshoot my webcam for a minute.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
And I've got my Switch if you want me to hop on something. I don't know what you want to do.
Well,
Something short, but
since apparently 3D World does have online multiplayer, I wonder if we could check that out, or something else.
I don't have 3D World.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
We do Mario Kart, I guess.
All right,
Or
that's true.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Something with multiplayer might be good if we're gonna just kind of have like a chill stream for an hour or two.
Yeah. Well, Triangulum looks like he says he has to go anyway, so that's actually not bad timing.
Okay.
Yeah. You're having ideas? I see. Okay. All right. Well, this went like at least 25% faster than I thought it would.
Oh
So.
yeah, you made great time.
Springtime says bye. Thanks for apparently becoming a member. All right, we'll Triangulum, and we'll talk about your new ideas off stream, I suppose.
Yep. Thanks, guys.
All right. Good stream. All right, yeah, I'll see you all maybe here in a little, or see some of you maybe here in a little bit if we do something.